fellow achievers, welcome to this week's episode of the Reinvent Yourself show. My name is Benjamin Kamoye. In the last episode, we settled the fact that we are tools in God's hand designed for a specific assignment and uniquely equipped to meet that assignment. Seeing that we've got that understanding in the bag, today I will take time to answer the question, how do you identify which tool you are? I believe there are two fundamental ways to answer this question. How do you identify which tool you are? The first one is do something. And the second one is listen. Listen has two components under it. The first one being to listen inwardly, and the second one to listen outwardly. Let's go to the first one. Do something. In order to identify which tool we are, I believe we must be engaged and be doing something. Whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might. Because in doing that, you will begin to identify the things that tick for you, the things that you do without so much effort, and the things that also give you lots of fulfillment. It is in doing that you work with other people and find that as you engage, you are providing value, you are giving solutions, and you are achieving extraordinary results with little effort and meager resources. And you would agree with me, the way you have known what to do today is because you started doing it at some point in your life. So the first thing, do something. The second way we can identify which tool we are is to listen. Now, listening has two parts. The first one is listening inwardly and listening outwardly. Let me start with listening outwardly. As you engage and do the particular task that you have found to do, you're working with people. And as you do the task, they are telling you and affirming you that you're good in this area, you achieved those results very well. And some of them wonder, how exactly did you do that? They are affirming you and they are confirming that there is an ability that you have to do a certain task in a good way. Another way that you can also listen is by talking to your colleagues, your friends, and even your family, just to find out who exactly are you. Jesus, speaking with his disciples, asked them, "Who do men say that I am?" And when he asked that question, he wanted to just get the feedback from the crowd. Get the feedback from his disciples. What do the crowd say that I am? That was an important aspect, that he just wanted to know the perception that people had of him because of the things that he did, as he healed the sick, as he opened the eyes of the blind, as he caused the lame to walk. He was creating an impact, and people were forming an opinion of who he is. So he just wanted to find out who people said he was. And asking people and listening to them tell you who you are is a great clue to also identify which tool you are. This is the thing. As you deal with people, they begin to seek you out for certain things. As you deal with people, they identify you are good at something and they want you to do it. As you deal with people, they affirm you, they refer people to you, and that kind of gives you a clue to know who exactly you are and what you are designed. And that gives you a clue to identify the design makeup of who you are and where it is that you function well. The second aspect of listening that I want to share with you is listening inwardly. This for me is what I believe is the greatest way to identify who exactly we are, because at the end of the day, people might say many things, but what is the witness within you is most important. I want to introduce to you the instinct factor when it comes to listening. Some will call it the gut feeling, some will call it intuition, but allow me to use the word instinct to explain it. Instinct is an internal compass. It is like a magnet that pulls us and draws us to certain things that are deep within our core, that are identified with what we are hardwired for. Instinct is what will cause us to gravitate towards certain activities and decisions and connect with certain people in our lives. Instinct is hardwired within our DNA by our maker. Nowadays, gadgets have locators within them. Phones can tell you where they are if you've lost them. Cars you can identify, you can tell where your car is from a remote location. We have placed locators in different gadgets because we find value in them. They have worth to us. In the same way, God has invested heavily in us, and he has what I believe is a purpose indication system within us. And that's instinct. It keeps guiding us as we make the decisions in life, and it draws us and moves us to make certain decisions or to gravitate towards certain things without our knowledge. Even sometimes helplessly, we just feel that this is what we need to do. And if everybody will ask you, why are you doing that? You wouldn't have the slightest clue to answer and explain your way out of a certain decision. Instinct is a difficult thing to explain because it's a feeling. You can't place your finger on it. But I want to encourage you to listen deep within yourself. Instinct will guide you. It will show you who you are designed to be. It will reveal to you your identity. It will cause you to come to terms with your passions. Instinct informs passions. Instinct is what separates the mighty from the mediocre. Instinct is the unction to function. Without data, without facts, without statistics, it causes you to say, take on this decision and move with it. Instinct is what caused Samson to pick the jawbone of a donkey and kill 1,000 men. Who does that? Who comes to that kind of a conclusion? Take the jawbone of a donkey and kill 1,000 men? Who does that? Instinct is what caused David not to run away from Goliath when he should have. But without even the armor, without the battle regalia, the young boy just picked up 5 stones with his sling. Instinct is what caused this boy not to run away, not to pee in his pants when he should have, but he stayed the course and said, I think I'm meant for this. I'm created for this. Everything in his fight might have been trembling and saying, I don't know whether I'm going to make it in this situation. But this guy just picked up a sling and did what was within him. He allowed his instinct to lead him. He embraced that which he was designed for. Instinct is what causes us to make uncommon decisions. But tell you what, it's because it is hardwired in our DNA. I tell you what, instinct informs passion. Instinct draws you to certain areas, and as you engage in various tasks, you find that you are passionate in certain things. An instinct like a bulb glows and says, yeah, this is where you should be. This is what you should be doing. You kind of have that self-contentment and fulfillment. You're at peace with yourself. Instinct informs passion. Now, passion leads to pursuit. As you find, I'm passionate about this, I love it, I'm equipped for it, I'm not struggling, you begin to pursue it. You begin to go towards it. Passion is what you find to do with ease. Passion is what you will pay people to do. Passion is what when you do and no one pays you, you live there fulfilled and saying, when is the next time I'm going to be able to do this thing? Energy flows from within and is renewed daily. Instinct is going to show you which tool you are. Instinct will guide you. It's a compass. As you begin to just take the journey, it clicks. You've heard it, they say gut feeling. I don't know why I know it, but I just know. I just know. What's that? That is instinct. So today we've taken some time to identify which tool we are. The first way we can do that is just by doing things. As we do, we feel the passion. As we do, we understand different things. The second thing is to listen. To listen inwardly to ourselves, to our instinct, to what is it that connects with what's happening around us. What are we drawn to? What do we feel we need to do? What is that explicit feeling of responsibility? And the third way that we can listen is to talk to people around us. Get to hear their feedback. Listen to friends. Listen to family. Ask your mom, how was I when I was growing up? What is it that I liked? Begin to look. Begin to take stock, an inventory of who exactly you are. You will identify which tool you are. As we complete step 1 of the 3 foundational steps to intentional reinvention, which are identify your tool, identify which tool you are, sharpen that tool, and position your tool for greatness. I believe if you take those 3 steps, you will be on the journey to intentionally reinventing yourself, and the stage for greatness will be awaiting you. Thank you for the time that you give me here on the Reinvent Yourself show. Talk to me. Let me know how have you identified which tool you are. Post here. Let me hear from you. Send me an email. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. Until the next episode, be intentional about reinventing yourself.